All right, face it, guys. We're barbecue lovers and we love brisket. And we've had brisket many different ways. But what about on a rotisserie? That's what we're looking at today. Now, rotisserie brisket is something I've never tried before, but I saw my man Chris Goodlander at Lone Star Grills, who happened to build this cooker called the El Patron, do just a cook on his channel. So I figured we got to give that a shot. So that's what we're going to get in today. Rotisserie brisket on the LSG El Patron. Okay, we started this off by getting a brisket from our local HEB. And if you notice, I got a select cut brisket this time. I usually go for prime, but I didn't like the primes that they had to offer today. But this select cut was a very good uniform shape. The flat was nice and even across. So you know what? I went for it. Now, it was a 16 pounder, which is a little larger than what I'm usually used to getting. But it's okay because I'm going to trim this thing down and I'm going to have some meat left over to do some other things with. I didn't trim a lot of fat off of it. I just basically downsized it. Now, once we got this brisket cut down to the size that I wanted, we got a good trim on it. Again, a basic trim, nothing super fancy. We got it seasoned up. Now, of course, I got to come with that 16 mesh black pepper from Fiesta Spices. And after that, we followed it up with the American Pitmaster, the brisket rub. Now, this rub is a very tasty rub. It's got good color to it. So I'm looking forward to trying this out on this brisket for sure. Finally, we added a little light dusting of Lawry seasoning salt, and we got this entire brisket seasoned up and got it patted in. Now today we're going to be using our Lone Star Grills El Patron. This is a hot box cooker that can be done a hot and fast cook, or it can also do a low and slow cook, and that's what we're going to be using today. And so we got it loaded up with some harder charcoal lump. Now, once we got this harder charcoal lump lit up, we added a few splits of Texas post oak. Now, we got a water pan put in place over top of our deflector that resides right over top of our fire management basket. And this is what's going to create that offset effect in this hot box cooker. Now, we got our cooking grates put back into place, and then we got this brisket put on a spit. Now, with this El Patron, the rotisserie that works with it will hold about 90 pounds of meat. So this 16-pound brisket, it's gonna be easy work for this El Patron. We got the brisket put on this spit, and then we got it put into our El Patron cooker. Once we got this thing rotating, we close it up and we let it come up to temperature. Now, for the first few hours of this cook, I ran the temperatures around 200 degrees, 200 to 225 or so, just because I want to get a good smoke into this brisket. At that point, it's just maintaining those temperatures for the first few hours. So roughly about 3 to 4 hours, I ran at this temperature. Once we hit that 4-hour mark or so, I went ahead and started to walk my temperatures up to about 250 degrees. Okay, so once we got to about that 250 degree mark, we just maintain those temperatures. It's just adjusting your airflow's intake, your exhaust, and just try to maintain those temperatures. Just basic fire management 101. We let the brisket go here for roughly another 2 to 3 hours before we started to walk our temperatures up again. Now, my final temperatures that I cook at for this cook was roughly 275 to 300 degrees. Now, at this point, we're again just maintaining our temperatures. We're letting this rotisserie do what it does, and we kept replenishing our water pan just to again keep the environment moist, as well as catch the juices that would drip from the brisket, just to keep a clean cooker on the inside. Now, we kept the temperatures running 275 to 300 degrees Fahrenheit until we got to a good tenderness that we were looking for to call this brisket completed. Now, we got this brisket off of the pit and wrapped up, and we let it rest. Now, we're on to the next day here, and this brisket has rested about 12 hours or so, and now it's time to cut into it. So let's check out this rotisserie brisket. Guys, if you're new here to the channel, Welcome, I am the Dog Father, and this is Barbecue Boulevard. Now, what I do here is I help teach you basic principles of backyard grilling. That's right, no competition style, it's all backyard grilling. I'm going to teach you basic principles and keep the recipes really easy and fun. You know, do the things that you like you see here, omit what you don't. Add your own flair, but most importantly, have fun when you're in the backyard and you're grilling with your friends and family. Okay, so here we've got our brisket, guys, and we're gonna get this out of the foil here. All right, smells fantastic. All right, so here's our brisket. We've got a little jiggle to it. As you can see, it got a really good color onto it, very nice and dark. And again, it's jiggling kind of well for me, so I'm really digging that. All right, so let's get this cross cut here. And it's cutting very well. And there we go for the big reveal. And man, that is looking excellent. Look at that smoke ring that we got on this thing. I mean, that's just looking excellent right there. Okay, now looking at this brisket, I'm telling you, it looks phenomenal. The bark on this brisket came out very good. As you can see, we've definitely got a very defined smoke ring. I mean, it's just looking good here, guys. I'm very, very pleased with the way that this brisket looks off of this rotisserie. Very juicy. You can see those juices just, I mean, man, I tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna see if we can slice this up a little bit here. Maybe a little overdone there. I can see pulling apart there on me very easily, but that's what it's looking like there on the flat. Let's get this point sliced here. And that's what we're looking like here on the point. Looking really good there. And let's get a slice of this point going here. All right, and there we go with that point, guys. Tell you what, we're gonna go ahead and get a slice of this. Let's check this out. All right, so there we go. Cheers. Man, I tell you what, that is an excellent brisket. I tell you, I've never done rotisserie brisket before, but man, that's pretty damn good. So I'll definitely say that I will absolutely be trying this rotisserie brisket again. If you'd like to see a more in-depth tutorial on how I exactly did this, pop the comments down there in the comment section there, and hey, we'll see if we can make it happen. But until then, I'm about to get into some brisket here. Cold Sunday morning, time for some brisket tacos. I'm out. Peace.